This is the story of Arpita, who lived in a village named Konkan 20 years ago. At present she is living in the city because 20 years ago her grandmother had sent her to the city to study. When she lived in the village, her grandmother used to take care of her, because her parents died in her childhood. So her grandmother thought that she would not be able to succeed by living in the village, so she sent Arpita to the city. But now after 20 years this girl was going to return to her village. She was very excited. After coming to the village, she first met her grandmother, and she saw that many people had come to see her. She did not like what so many people were doing, so her grandmother told that when you left here, you were very young, so you do not remember about these people, but these people know you very well. There was a different face in the crowd who was smiling, looking at Arpita, as if this man knew her very well. Arpita ignored him, as if she did not know him. So that boy came to him and placed his hand on his shoulder and said, "Don't you recognize me?" Arpita was looking very confused, but there was a lot of excitement on that boy's face. Arpita told him, "No, I don't know you." That boy said, "Friend, how can you forget me? I am Henry. We both used to play together in childhood." Meanwhile, Arpita's grandmother called her and she went into the house. After freshening up at home, Arpita felt like smoking a cigarette. So she started looking for a place to smoke where no one would come and go. As soon as she came out of the house, she saw Henry sitting. She went to him and asked, "Is there any place here where no one comes and goes?" So Henry said, "Yes, there is a ruin in some distance." Arpita asked Henry to come there with her. When they reached there, Arpita took out a cigarette and started smoking. Seeing this, Henry said angrily, "That you have come here to do this?" Arpita started ignoring him and started smoking one cigarette after another. Time passed and it was almost night. Henry said, "Now leave from here. No one comes here even during the day, and now it is about to be night. If you don't leave from here, I will go alone." Arpita ignored his words also, and Henry left from there. After some time, when Arpita finished all her cigarettes, she thought that let's go home now, it is already night. As soon as she started going home, she realized that someone was smoking a cigarette near her. She started moving towards the smell of cigarette. Slowly she reached the middle of the ruins. She saw that there was a house there and a small boy was standing on the roof of that house. She shouted, "Wait, you will fall." Shouting, she went to the first floor of the house and saw that the boy had fallen down. She came down running and picked up the boy and started going towards the village. Then the boy opened his eyes and started looking at Arpita. She told Arpita that she did not come to save me in childhood, so why did she save me now? After hearing this, Arpita was very scared. She was not able to understand anything, and his eyes went back to that ceiling. He saw herself standing there, that is, the way she looked when she was young. Suddenly her foot slipped and she fell down. Then she remembered that when she was young, she had fallen from this place, due to which she got a head injury and she forgot everything. Slowly he started remembering everything. When her eyes went to the side, she saw Henry walking towards her. Seeing him, his fear diminished. When Arpita looked at her hands, she got scared. The child she had picked up was no longer there. Henry came to her and said, "The child who was in your hands is me." After hearing all this, Arpita was not able to understand anything. She was very scared. She started apologizing to Henry, saying, "Forgive me, I could not save you." She was pleading in front of Henry. But now Henry was not the Henry he had found. His appearance had completely changed. Arpita was seeing her death in front of her. Arpita ran away from there. Somehow she came out of those ruins and came to grandmother's house and told the whole story to grandmother, how she saw Henry and what happened to him. Even after hearing everything, Her grandmother did not say anything. She was absolutely calm. Arpita was also shocked to see that he told so much, and her grandmother was sitting quietly. He asked his grandmother why you were quiet. Then his grandmother told, when you were little, I saw you and Henry in those ruins. Both of you had fallen down. I was very scared after seeing this. I thought that if I called out to anyone, everyone would doubt me. That's why I picked you up and came from there. Got you treated in the hospital. And later you were sent to the city to study, so that your name would not be mentioned in this incident. But when you came back, I understood from your face that you also saw Henry. Because it is not visible only to you, it is visible to me also every night. From then till today he has filled my life with fear. He comes every night and torments me every day. He was feeling very bad after hearing all this. That night Henry killed Arpita's grandmother in front of her. Because his grandmother was responsible for Henry's death, and he wanted to kill her in front of Arpita. His revenge was completed by killing his grandmother, and he disappeared from there. The next day, when Arpita sat in the car to leave the village, she saw Henry waving goodbye to her. As if he has liked her since childhood, even after death, Henry did not harm Arpita. Sometimes things happen accidentally that we don't want to do, but still we have to pay their price, like Arpita's grandmother paid with her life. Our second story starts from a society named Santa Cruz where 15 to 20 families lived together. One of those houses belonged to a person named Thomas. He was not married yet, so he lived alone at his home. Where Thomas worked, a girl named Luna also worked with him. Luna lived alone. Her mother and father had died in a car accident in her childhood. Thomas and Luna also started liking each other. One day when Thomas was working in the office, so he said to Luna, "Luna, would you like to marry me?" Hearing this, Luna became very happy, and she hugged Thomas and replied yes. Thomas and Luna got married. After the marriage, Luna came to Henry's house with him. After marriage, Thomas told Luna that I will work and you will rest at home and take care of the house. Luna was also very excited to live her married life. She left her job and stayed at home to take care of the household. Thomas was an honest worker. He loved his work very much, due to which he spent most of his time in his work. When he would come home from work, he would not be able to talk to Luna much and would fall asleep. For some days, Luna felt that Thomas was not able to spare time due to work pressure, so she started ignoring this matter. Gradually this sequence continued like this. Luna used to get tired of staying alone at home all day. To entertain herself, she would meet neighbors outside the house and would return home again in the evening and feel sad. She was beginning to feel that perhaps she had made the mistake of her life by marrying Henry. Thomas was not able to give any time to Luna due to work. It seems as if there is tension about shaping the future. He was neither giving mental nor physical happiness to Luna. One day Thomas said to Luna, "Luna, pack clothes in the bag. We have to go to Dubai for 4 days." Luna became very happy after hearing this. She felt as if Thomas was taking her on a honeymoon. She quickly stuffed Thomas' clothes into the bag. As soon as she started putting her clothes in the bag, Thomas said, "Why are you filling your clothes? I am going alone for work. You cannot come along." Hearing this, Luna became sad. At night Luna started crying secretly. Thomas saw her crying and became sad. Thomas did not have enough money to take Luna along. He could not tell this to Luna and left the next day. After Thomas left, a boy from the neighborhood started visiting Luna's house. Luna and that boy used to talk a lot and also joke together. It seems as if Luna's loneliness has gone away. Thomas also started coming home early after finishing work to surprise Luna. On the way, he picked up a bouquet of flowers and other things of her choice for Luna. When he reached home, the door of the house was locked from inside. He thought Luna might be resting. He had another key to that house. When he opened the door and went towards his room, he saw that Luna and the boy were sitting on the bed without clothes. Seeing this, Thomas was suddenly shocked. He did not say anything to Luna and went away from there. Luna had also seen Thomas. She was stopping Thomas by wrapping the sheet around her body. But Thomas started the car and left from there. Luna was very angry with herself for what a big mistake she had made. When Thomas came home in the evening, he saw that such a crowd had gathered in front of his house. When he went closer and saw, he got scared and sat there on his knees crying. Luna was hanging from the fan, and the police were investigating her dead body. Seeing this, Thomas thought, "I wish I had not gone angrily. Had I listened to Luna once, Luna would have been with me today." He was left alone after Luna left. While sleeping at night, he realized that someone had held his legs. When he looked at his feet, there was no one there. Then slowly he started hearing crying, as if someone was calling him crying. When he looked again, a shadow was sitting near his feet. That was Luna's soul, who was crying holding Thomas' feet. Thomas got very scared after seeing this and ran out of his room screaming. Due to the sound of his shouting, the people in the neighborhood also came out of their houses. Everyone started asking Thomas what happened. "Why did you shout so loudly?" Thomas said that he saw Luna. She was crying. Everyone felt that Henry was beginning to hallucinate. His mental balance had deteriorated due to Luna's departure. For a day or two, the same thing started happening with Thomas at night. Luna's spirit would start laughing and sometimes crying, holding his feet. Thomas thought it better to leave from there, and he left from there. After Henry left, Luna started laughing and crying every night. All the neighbors would get scared after hearing his noises. It seemed as if Luna was crying to Thomas. Day by day, Luna's spirit started becoming visible to everyone. In anger, she used to tell everyone at night, "If Thomas is not brought before me, I will kill you all." Fearing this, everyone called a tantric. The tantric came and locked Luna in her house with the power of mantras, tied the door of the house and said, "Don't let anyone come here in this house after today. Even if someone comes by mistake, they will not come back alive. And if Luna gets free, she will kill everyone." After that, everyone stopped going in front of her house. Still sometimes I felt Luna, and started hearing voices calling me every day. One day thieves came to that locality. They saw the door of Luna's house closed, and said that all the members of this house have gone out. Today more stolen goods will be found. When he went inside to steal, he saw a girl calling him from the room without clothes. Seeing all this, he became happy that today he got the girl along with the goods. When he went inside the room, he saw that the girl was hanging from the fan. When he started running out, the door closed. One of their men who was standing outside heard their screaming and tried to look through the window. He saw that all of them were dead. Seeing this, he ran down. Everyone heard their voices and came down. The thief apologized for his mistake and told everyone that his companions had been killed. After that, every day, whoever saw Luna's spirit would ask him about Thomas, and whoever did not know, she would kill him. All the people started leaving from there out of fear. Even today no one goes to that area. Whoever goes there, Luna does not leave him alive.